Hi guys, Merry Christmas if you celebrated it, and happy upcoming New Year 2026. Today I wanna share my 2025 updates, show you how I decorated my place for the Christmas and the New Year's. Also, I will tell you about my progress in comedy improvisation and show you my cats. Well, actually not mine, because I'll have to say goodbye to them really soon. But yeah, let's go. As I shared before, I took an improvisation course from our amazing teacher, Dima, and in the final, there was a graduation performance. So I got to go out to the stage where previously I saw only experienced improvisators performing, and now I am myself on this stage, and I was worried, but also I was confident that everything would be fine. And it was just phenomenal. So now I will share some footage with you and tell you about different skits formats that we played. So the first format is called gibberish. It is when we try to recreate the melody, the sound of a particular language, and we were supposed to have debates on a particular topic, and the audience gave me Spanish and to my opponent Georgian. And here how it was.
Сейчас у нас будут дебаты, чье вино лучше. Грузины против испанцев. И мы смотрим на эти дебаты через 3, 2, 1.
Gaberjoba, Mevar, Lipiko, Kucunace, это Марца, это Попса.
Здравствуйте, меня зовут Бибико Куцунадзе, я эксперт по квевери.
Buenos días, mi señorita Vinodita.
Добрый день, меня зовут Синьорита Санчес, и я эксперт в виноделии.
Gwino! Oczki!
Наше вино самое лучшее, здесь даже не нужны какие-то аргументы.
Nuestra vina, ay caramba.
Vamos, muchas gracias, Esperanto, conquistador.
Очевидно, вы просто не пробовали испанское вино.
Это прекрасно, у TBC сейчас как раз кэшбэк на 5. Вот вы можете пользоваться.
Vamos a la playa. Buenas noches.
Barcelona, Madrid, de la Plata. Gracias.
Спасибо.
Let's move on. The next format is called a talk show starting on one letter. And it is based on a typical trash show where there is a host, a victim who suffered from some kind of incident, the person who is in charge of it, a witness, and then an expert, usually a psychologist, who tries to settle it down and give advice to everyone. So the people in the crowd gave different letters to us, and I was assigned a letter U. And I must say it is the hardest letter for this format because there are few words in the Russian language starting with this letter. So the first two characters who can speak only with words starting with P and S sound entered this scene and started talking about stealing some dogs.
Позвольте-ка.
Сниму собаку. Свернулась. Смотрю, спиздить.
Провокация! Провокация! Позвольте!
Самозванка!
And then I entered the scene. I used all the U starting words I knew. I said my name is Yulia. I was in a yurta, a type of house. And I brought up a dog's breed, which is called Yorkshire Terrier in English, if I'm not mistaken. But I changed it to the Yorkshire Terrier. And I think it was just genius. And everyone in the crowd was just laughing.
Итак, у нас есть свидетель этой ситуации.
Мы позовем его в нашу студию, и, может быть, он проронит свет на... Юродивый! Юлит! Юлит! Здравствуйте! Представьтесь, пожалуйста. Юлия... Юлька Пулькова. Юлька Пулькова. А скажите, кто вы по жизни? Чем занимаетесь? Юрист. Юрист. Вы видели, как все произошло? Вы можете рассказать? Юрта. Юла. Юля. Юбка. Юлю.
Пурга.
Юродивый. Юрк.
Смолкл.
Юркшир терьера. Юрк.
Спокойствие, пурга.
Интересная ситуация.
Стыдно, стыдно.
Вы очень профессиональный человек и сможете подобрать решение вопроса для этих людей. Главная героиня, что должна сделать она, чтобы больше не попадать в такие ситуации?
Резче реагировать. Разбой, реагировать.
Самоконтроль?
Да нет, зачем, если у вас крадут собак прямо под носом?
Сказано, сделано.
На этой ноте мы закончим наше шоу.
There's another format I like very much. It's called rap battle, but here we are not competing each other as usually it happens in the jams, but to make it more amicable for the audience, we complimented them in a rap form. So we took people from the crowd, asked them about their professions or hobbies, and firstly there was a girl who is teaching Georgian, and the second guy was playing the guitar. Unfortunately, my camera stopped working and did not record this shame, you know. Even the camera couldn't stand it, but I got the sound, so anyway, I will show it to you.
Мой панч банальный немного, но вы посмотрите, что за ломази голову. Пошлость составить я не применула, я бы твою гитарную струну натянула.
Yes, I am aware of the fact that it is in the internet forever. This performance was a turning point for me, and since this fall I was busy with the course, I didn't go to the regular jams. There were guys who saw me in the summer and now only saw me in my new version. More experienced, more confident, and they commented on my progress and improvements, and I myself felt that. And it surprises me every time that when you study and actually do something repetitively and put efforts into it, the new neural connections create and you get experience and good results. And speaking about neural connections, I also went to an English improv jams. It is held by an American guy, and of course it is different in a way. I cannot express myself as good as in my mother tongue. I cannot use word plays and so on. But at the same time, it is easier for me because research shows that people who speak their second language make decisions differently, become more rational and straightforward. Personally, I feel less anxious when I perform in English, and I also went there because I want to somehow distribute my attention and not stay in the Russian-speaking bubble, because if I move to another country and visit improv jams there, our amazing teacher, Dima, will not be there maybe. I don't know where this hobby will lead me to. I am planning to participate in a tournament this spring, which means that I would be competing in a team with other teams. I'm so excited about it. I want to rap again on the stage. I just feel that since the summer, these jams have been making my life brighter and happier. And I'm trying to figure out why I enjoy improvisation so much. I started doing it 4 months ago. I still have not burned out. I don't know why. Maybe because it is really something that suits me, and now I wish I found improv earlier in my life. Somehow I didn't know about this, and in Russia it's also not really common. We have a couple of big TV projects related to improvisation, but by the way, it's closed in 2022 when the war started. And I mean, Russian comedians now who stayed in the country have problems even for pre-written jokes. Imagine what would happen if they say something wrong during improvisation. I don't know, I feel positive emotions from this hobby and also from some other things, such as feeding the cats. I've just spent 2 hours on cleaning up this table, even though there is some stuff here. I am going to craft some Christmas toys. I also took the ones I made 2 years ago, yes, reusing. And firstly, I hang them on the lower level, but the cat got interested in it, so I had to move it up to the ceiling. And in fact, I know why I feel so good now, because I've been taking antidepressants for more than a year, and I will have to go to the doctor and stop doing it in maybe a couple of months. And I doubt, what if all the happiness and calmness I feel, what if it's all just thanks to the pills, and after I quit taking them, I will again fall into anxiety and not being happy with my life. Partially, this might happen. I think that for this year, I have built a base, and I reminded myself that I can communicate with people. I even got confident enough to start doing improvisation and found so many new horizons in this hobby, and maybe just the beginning of my improv comedian career. Oh my god. Another important thing that contributes to my well-being and calmness is that I don't have financial struggles. I keep getting money from YouTube and from your donations on Patreon. Paradoxically, now I earn less than 1 year before. And of course, than when I lived in Russia. Now, even when I have less money, I feel happier than 1 year ago. I don't know how it works, maybe because thanks to my offline social life, I post more rarely. Being content with real life means having less content on YouTube live. Yes. I hope this wordplay works, and I hope I put the stress correctly here, because I'm always confused. Like, content is a noun, to content is a verb, but also to be content is like an adjective. Oh my god. Okay, but of course, at the moments of sadness, don't trust your thoughts after 9 p.m., I worry about the decrease in income. So if you want to support my channel, you can support me by all the links below on Patreon, on YouTube here, and I'm really grateful to you for this support. Another discovery of this year was my journey to Tkaltubo. It is a town of abandoned sanatoriums in Georgia, and I made a video about it, and unfortunately that video got very low performance from YouTube. So please, if you haven't watched it yet, watch it by the links in this corner. The video is great, so there's lots of history. I'm wandering around deserted buildings, even visit the bath of Stalin, And now I'm so inspired for new travels like this around Georgia. I want to visit all the abandoned factories and Soviet mosaics and learn about its history and show it all to you in my videos. I also loved Ureki. It is a town on the Black Sea coast. I just loved this black sand and the tranquility there. It became my место силы, a place of recharging. I went there in June because I participated in a camp organized by a Russian dissident organization. And fun fact, that guy who is in charge of the organization, he is organizing other events in Tbilisi, different lectures, community events, and recently he was designated a foreign agent by the Russian Ministry of Justice. So every Friday they post a new list of names of real people or entities who are enemies of the people now. And this is basically another discriminative practice against the Russian citizens made by the Russian government, because this law bans individuals from public roles, teaching, art, politics. People have to label all their materials as foreign influence. Their bank accounts are frozen. If they don't do that all, there are fines and even jail time. So now I can say that I personally know a foreign agent. Wow, what an honor. Because previously it were some prominent speakers or political scientists. And now it is just a guy who organizes lectures and barbecue parties. Nevertheless, let's think about something positive, nice and cozy, and I will show you the Christmas ornaments I made with my friends and how I made this fir tree.
It looks like Patrick.
Patrick. It looks like two Patricks that are kissing each together. Ух ты. Вот так стоит. О, вообще ровненькая. Красивая. And I'm making a Christmas tree on the wall, but it's in the progress still. This is the tree I got. You see, it is very tall. And firstly, the cat was quite interested in it. And the cat was just confused. What am I supposed to do with this fir tree? How will I jump on it? Do you like the Christmas tree? Все, пока. Ваша мама вас забирает. Морфей забился. Все, пока. I returned the cat to their mother, and it was a very sad moment. I prepared myself mentally several days in advance, and after the cats left, you know, the place where their litter box stood is still framed by the small pieces of bentonite, the sand that I used for the cat litter box. I still haven't cleaned it, and it is so strange to see it, and the apartment became so cold and empty without them. But in the future, I want to take from a shelter my own pets, preferably two, and I'm so excited about it. But I know they're happy because their mother sent in photos where I see how cozy now they feel together with her, finally reuniting. So I'm really happy for them. And that's what I want to wish to you in the new year and in the last days of this year. I wish you to be surrounded with love and kindness, and to feel at peace in the new 2026. Wow, I feel that this video is the most optimistic one among my Christmas videos, and I already celebrate my fourth Christmas and New Year's in Georgia. Isn't it strange? And thank you for being with me all these years and for being with me in this video. I see you watched it till the end. I really appreciate it. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and goodbye. Пока-пока.